would like to add one comment on the question about collective morality. If we look at collective morality, it is also not a very good source for objective morality. For instance, collective morality in China would be different as compared to in some of the European and North American countries, and this would also be different across history as well. So, if we read Plato and his Republic, see what he writes about women, and also look at how legislation looked at women in the early part of European history, and also the people who came from outside of Europe, how Europe used to look at them in the initial part of European history, and they in fact had laws which were quite discriminatory, and they were changed later on. So collective morality is also not a very good source for objective morality. There can be lots of differences. There are countries which have different view on freedom of expression, on freedom of how to mingle with the opposite sex or with same sex. So people have different views. So we need to have an objective morality. And if we just rely on human consciousness and human experience, then we have lots of diversity in the world, in our experiences. So we need to have an objective morality that is not contaminated by the fallibility of human conscience and human consciousness and human thinking, and that is also not that is also not contaminated by human interest. So sometimes we tend to think of something as moral because it suits us. So if we look at economic history, mercantilism was the name of the economic system, which was quite powerful, and it had quite a big following, and that was based on accumulating more and more resources inside your country and not really looking for free trade. But then when Europe and America needed free trade, then free trade became the focal point. And now when the Europe and America is struggling against Asian exports, now they are again talking about nationality first and America first and so on. So we see that this collective morality also changes, and sometimes we also do not see that there is any ethical or moral framework that is governing the nations. So we have lots of nations which are committing so many crimes against humanity, and still we don't have any rules and laws which can govern these bad acts. Because we do not have objective morality. We can have, let's say, laws for human beings, but what are the laws for nations? We have no laws, and if we have laws, we do not have perfect implementation. So the objective morality has to come from a you can say transcendent source. And if we look at the objective morality that is given by religion, that is quite absolute and objective in a sense that it is not dependent on what we like and how we see the world. It's like what should be the right thing to do in any case. So I feel that for objective morality, we cannot also rely fully on collective morality as well, because we have different interpretations throughout the history. And, if I quote John Locke, he used to say that atheists, they should not be given the right to give testimony in court, because if they do not believe in any creator, then they can tell a lie, and because they do not think of divine accountability, they would get away with it. Now, these were discriminatory laws, and these were changed later on. Likewise, you can see how women rights were looked at in the early part of history, and now we have evolved. So if we would evolve, then evolution would take to different places. We do not have any standard objective